I think it was the most snaps you've played yet. How
For
did
sure.
you feel and how you think you did in the game on Saturday?
I felt awesome, just getting out there, finally getting out there playing so many snaps. I mean, at first I was kind of winded, but just getting used to the feel of the game, it felt really good. So,
Brett, in this day and age, we see guys transfer all the time when they're not playing right away. What about this program and this staff has convinced you to stick here and develop the way you have over the years?
I've been with the staff. This staff's been recruiting me for 5, 6 years, so they always have trust in me. I've been moved from Sam to Mike to Will, so just being moved to Will 4 weeks ago, just being able to learn Will and them being like trusting in me to go out there against Florida, big time SEC game. We needed that, to try to make a bowl game. Just them to have trust in me and faith in me just really showed a lot. So I was real happy to just go out there and I trusted the staff with anything. So.
Coach was talking about playing complementary football. What does it do for you guys when the offense is clicking and they can get you guys off
When
the
the
ball?
offense is clicking, we're unstoppable. I feel like, bro. When Cutter's making his throws, I feel like he's one of the most like precise players I've seen throw the ball. So when he's out there throwing that ball and we're clicking, that's why I'm excited for next season. We get to come back. Offense gonna be, man, we're gonna be good. So.
What are the sidelines like when that's kind of happening for the defense?
When we started putting up like the whole energy shift, we feel the energy in the stadium. Everyone's going crazy. The crowd was going crazy. Just to get that first home win in, 700 or so days, it was awesome out there. So.
What does it say about the future of defense that you and Cam and Lorenzo and those guys stepped up the way you did Saturday when everybody was hurt?
We have great leaders right now. Dav is a great leader, and Ty Bryan and Jay Love was a great leader too. Unfortunately, he got injured, but they've like molded us into players where we go out there, we communicate just as much as them, and just being able to play confident, and we're gonna have a great future. So.
Grant, as a guy who's been here for a few years, what do you think is the key to the success you're all having? I mean, you've got 3 SEC offenses to touchdown less. What do you think is kind of clicking or working for y'all to be able to do that?
Just the film preparation, play every play like it's a game at practice. Just running around, hustle to the ball. I would say the first few weeks we weren't doing that, but when all that stuff getting mentioned of maybe Coach Stoops leaving or getting fired, I feel like it motivated us more to play harder, make that bowl game, and we love Coach Stoops, so we want to stay. So we just playing harder. I feel like.
You're dropping out of SEC play this week, but you're playing a team that's won 15 in a row. Does that kind of grab the attention?
Oh yeah, no, we're treating this team like it's another SEC team. This team is really good. Quarterback, really good player. Play a lot of running backs, 28, 35, 4 good players. They got great receivers too. So just got to play our brand of football, play physical, dominate the point of attack. So.
Does the film remind you of anyone you've seen so far?
If I had to choose, the quarterback, he can scramble really well. So, but I wouldn't compare him to like Sellers or anything because he's a little undersized. But he's a great scrambler. But I would just say they're just a really good pace offense, really good tight end too, also. But not really. So.
You talked about all the positions you played. What about Will has kind of clicked for you at that spot?
I feel like I'm more involved in the run attack at Will for sure. I've never had to carry like some of them long, deep passes, so that got me a little bit. But the coaches trusting me. They feel confident because I'm in the playbook a lot. So just being able to go out there, practice Will, stay after practice, do some extra stuff, and now I know pretty much every linebacker position. So I feel very confident.
Has there been anybody that's really helped you with that transition?
I would definitely say, Coach Scola, he stayed after me. Coach Max, Alex Safari did a really good job of helping me, and Dav too, of course. But Coach White. Coach White really has trusted me to go out there, put me in big games and stuff, and play ball. So.
Everybody good? All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay, everybody good?
Which camera do I look at?
Everybody good? All right, good deal. Wait, questions? Lorenzo?
Originally, you were obviously playing more the last few weeks, even before Sam got hurt Saturday. What has kind of clicked for you over the last month?
Just following instructions, trying to pay close attention to the details. Coach White's been doing a good job. Coach Fuke has been doing a good job of having me pay attention to the little details, and that's kind of how I kind of started doing better.
I don't think we've talked to you since you've been here, but at USC for a year, decided to come to Kentucky. You were committed to Kentucky. What went into that process for you to want to come, play here this year?
Obviously my brother Tavion, he's a big piece of my life, and I wanted to play with him once again. Also, just knowing that Coach White is a great coach, and I really feel like my talents can develop even more under him, and that was like one of the bigger things why I chose Kentucky.
You probably play the most challenging spot in Coach White's defense. He always talks to us about how long of an adjustment it takes to get used to it. Has there been a point where you felt like it just kind of started to click?
I feel like it's definitely a difficult position, but they pour into us every day, so it gets easier every time. I don't think that there's at any point I feel like I have it. It's always room to learn, but Coach White does a good job, and Coach Fuke does a good job of making sure that we are in the best position to execute.
What's the hardest thing about playing that spot?
Just how versatile you have to be. You have to be locked into the back end, the front end, and what the offense is doing.
And like watching Tavion have the breakout he's kind of had this year, and the idea that you could be playing alongside each other for a couple of years here is kind of the heart of this defense.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see. I'm not surprised. I know the work he's put in every single day since as long as I've known him, since I've been able to comprehend that he's been my brother. Like I know he's putting the work for it. So I'm happy for him. But yeah, he's earned it.
Has he helped you grow at all since coming here?
Absolutely. Just showing me the ropes, showing me how to go about my day-to-day in Lexington, and the work ethic between us has always been there. So that's just kind of always just picked up no matter where we were at. But at the end of the day, like he's always somebody that I go to and who helped me through anything. Like it doesn't matter if it's floor related or not. So.
Everybody good? All right.
Thank you.
All right, questions?
Cam, you've obviously played a lot, but what's just the move knowing you're going to probably start with Jordan out now for the rest of the year?
Going into this game, like I got to be a lot more focused. I haven't really started a college game in my career, so a lot of preparation I got to do to get better, and I got a lot big shoes to fill in for Jordan because he been here for a minute and he been like playing good all throughout all his years. So I got to no fault, no drop-offs. I got to go in hard and be ready to play.
Coach Stoops said Monday that he considers you a starter anyway with the amount of snaps you're getting. Has he kind of instilled confidence in you to be able to come in and play like that?
Yes, sir. I talked to Coach Stoops a lot throughout practice and, throughout the facility. He tell me he got a lot of confidence in me and, me going to be a starter now. And he just told me, like, just have the confidence you've been had throughout the season and, continue to play like I've been playing.
What's been clicking for the defense?
We all playing together. Like the bond we have with each other is just like you can't really have a better bond. And like we watch film together, we talk about like what we mess up at in practice, and like we fix it. And whenever we go on the field, we just ready to battle with each other.
What kind of boost does it give you guys on the sideline too, when like offense, special teams, like everybody's starting to click?
When everybody clicking, not defense, not just clicking, special teams click and offense, it just give us a boost because, like a couple games ago, we had bad plays on special teams, but we still, as the defense, still came in and played hard, and offensive wise too.
Kim, how much they've been kind of rotating you in? How much do you think this gained experience you've got is going to help you now being in that full-time role?
It go really help a lot because, it's really gonna help a lot, and Tabi, he helped me too. But whenever the reps I had from the past, it makes me better now.
Is there any aspect of your spot that you feel a lot more comfortable with now compared to maybe the start of the season?
It's like just being out there with the defense. I was kind of uncomfortable at first. I kind of nervous going, into practice, to games. But like my teammates, Tabi, like every drive he come up to me, tell me like, let's go, let's ride. You got it, it's in you. And so it just gave me the best confidence I ever had to play.
That's a big communication spot too. Is that something you had to get used to?
Oh yeah, so definitely, coming from high school, I really didn't. Well, I played quarterback, but I still had to talk. But in front of I had to talk in front of small. But now it's in front of 60,000, when you really got to talk loud, communicate to everybody, and make everybody hear you. It really, yeah.
What would it mean for you guys to give this fan base one more win at home this season?
I mean everything, everything, because we started off kind of slow. We're picking it up again. Whenever we get the dub, we're gonna be one game closer to a bowl. So it's gonna be the best feeling we can really have right now.
That's something you're all talking about locker room, about getting to that 6-win, getting the bowl game.
Yes, sir, definitely. We're trying to, one game at a time, but definitely still trying to work towards the 6th game we need to make a bowl. But yeah, we go get there. We go one game at a time, 1-0. Start with Tennessee Tech.
Everybody good? Still good? He's wearing his own
I know.
white balance, so we're
Appreciate
good.
you wearing white.
They have to bounce the cameras on white, so that's helpful. All right, good deal. Questions?
What's been working for the defense?
Just the consistency, how we've been coming to practice and prepping for the games. I think that's what's working out for the defense.
CJ, every team in the country faces a lot of challenges health-wise. When you get into November, you guys are kind of in that next man up phase for the defense. How does that apply to you and the other guys around you?
I think it's just like a good thing to learn in life. Like everything's not going to go your way, and you just got to fight through it. With edging you down, it's extremely unfortunate, but you got to battle through adversity all the time.
Talked about that spot you're playing being a challenge in Brad White's system. What's been the biggest adjustments and kind of the hardest thing for you to pick up?
The hardest thing's been just adjusting to all the motion that you gotta read and adjust off of. But other than that, it's just been coming down and adjusting to the speed of the game at college.
How much, Lorenzo's in his first year here, you're in your first year, y'all both kind of playing and making some plays. Does that help to have maybe a guy that you came in with to kind of, work at it together and kind of build something together?
1,000%, because it just feel like we learning the system together.
Right.
So it's just fun to see him make plays, and when I make plays, he cheers me on, just like he made a play.
Did you have a guy that kind of took you under his wing and helped kind of show you the ropes?
Yeah, it's been a couple guys on the team, the older guys that have showed me the way, like Sam Green and Keith Humphrey Grace. Those guys have really put their arm around me and showed me the game, showed me what it takes to be ready for this type of game.
For you, CJ, what do you think just in the defense in general, what has kind of clicked for you all here these last few weeks when you're shutting down these offenses? What's kind of clicked?
Like I said, just like the consistency of how we've been prepping, I think that's a big part in why we're doing the things we're doing on defense, just how we're coming into practice and our focus level.
It's a pretty big challenge for you guys this week. You're stepping out of SEC play, but does it get your attention when you hear all these stats and numbers that Tennessee Tech's putting?
Not really. I think it's a regular game. We just got to win each game, just be 1-0. That's the main focus. It's just winning every game.
Everybody good? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.